Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check the description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hello and welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video we'll be looking at a Granbull Slowking deck for the standard format 2016-2017 Primal Clash on. So if you're not familiar with the Granbull, it's just a budget build deck. So Granbull is a stage 1 Pokemon. It evolves from a Snubbull. First time it was printed in Generation 2, I think it was near Revolution. It's uncommon, so it's pretty cheap. 120 HP Fairy Pokemon with Tantrum. It can hit for 120 with 1 Fairy and double Chorus Energy. Startling Bark can actually choose 3 random cards from opponent hand and discard it if you get heads of the coin flip. So basically this is some kind of disruptive deck with chance to do a lot of damage. Pretty much you can one-hit knock off your opponent's Giratina EX, so you can actually surprise it a lot. You can also remove energies from active to one of the benched Pokemon with the Real Flash. And also you can disrupt your opponent by playing Crushing Hammers and Enhanced Hammers. So definitely very strong combo. And also for support, I'm running 2 Octilleries with a Abyssal Hand who can actually give me the chance and allow me to draw cards until I have 5 in my hand during my turn. So 15 Pokemon, 36 trainer cards, and only 9 energies, which contains 60 cards in total. So from Pokemons, of course, I have 4 Snubbull and 3 Granbulls as the main attacker, and 2 lines of 2 Remoraids Octillery, Slowpoke, and Slowking. From other cards for support, I definitely run those Crushing Hammers and Enhanced Hammer. With Crushing Hammer, running 4 of them, you can flip a coin. If you get heads, you can discard 1 card, 1 energy attached to one of your opponent Pokemons in play. So that's definitely a strong move. But with an Enhanced Hammer, without flipping a coin, you can move 1 special energy from one of your opponent Pokemons in play. So basically you can remove energies, you can discard energies, and you can remove your opponent cards from his hand by playing Startling Bark and also by discarding Stadium and Delinquent. So this is definitely the most interruptive deck that you can actually build for that new standard format. It's not good as a Trevenant Break, but it's definitely pretty decent and pretty cheap deck to play. I also have 2 level balls just because I run also Remoraid and Slowpokes and Snubbulls, but also Octillery can be grabbed with the level balls. I guess having 2 more level balls with 4 Ultra Balls is pretty good in this deck. Super Road ×1, it can help you a lot. Trainer's Mail ×3, 4 copies of Ultra Balls, same as the 4 copies of V-Seeker. So V-Seeker and Octillery are the most expensive cards in this deck. If you're a new player, you definitely need to buy 4 V-Seekers. 4 copies of V-Seekers is probably cost you around $40, but pretty much all other cards in this deck, except for Octillery, are less than like $50 pretty much on the market. Also 1 Delinquent, it allows you to discard any Stadium card in play. If you do that, your opponent discards 3 cards from his or her hand, so definitely a very strong card. Hex Maniac against those Greninja breaks, you definitely need to have 1 so you can stop them. Lysander ×1 for drop support, I decided to go with 2 Ents and 4 Professor Sycamores. Also having like Wally in this deck is pretty good because turn 1 Remoraid into Octillery can help a lot, but also in the mid and late game having that something like a Slowpoke into the Slowking in single turn, or maybe even Snubbull into Granbull can definitely helps you a lot. 2 Fairy Gardens just to have any kind of Stadium card in play, but also it can help you to have Free Retreat. 2 copies of Floatstones, 2 copies of Heavy Boots, so you can actually have 20 more HP on your Granbull and you will not be confused when you play Tantrum. 4 double Chorus energies and 5 Fairy energies, which is 9 energies in total. Yeah, the deck is very good. I really like it, how it works. I really enjoy playing it, so definitely check my video where I actually play with it, so I will do that a little bit later. But also if you're looking for any of these cards, you can find them on CCGCastle.com and also get 5% discount on your purchase if you're new to the store by typing TCG Center 5 code, so you can definitely check that. You can find the link in my video description. So yeah, pretty much let me know what you think about deck list. and would you maybe like to see any other deck in the future that I played. I can definitely try to help you out by building something and test for you, so if you can actually see it, how it works. So yeah, this is pretty much Granbull Slowking budget deck list build. So let's do some gameplay so you can actually see it in the action. So see you in the game. Alright, so I will call the heads as usual, and unfortunately I didn't want that coin flip, so I'm going to start second. So my opening hand is just a single Remoraid, so not good, but at least I have Level Ball, Ultra Ball, and Wall in my hand, so that means that I can actually get turn 1 Auxiliary in play. I can have a Beazle hand. I also have the Double Core's Energy, which can be attached. I also have that Crushing Hammer. There is a Deliquent for the Trainer's Mail. Hopefully he will not Deliquent my hand, but even if that happens, I have pretty good chance to get that Wally again. Alright, so there is Ultra Ball. And he discarded that Sycamore and Deliquent, so let's take a look for what kind of the card for the Hoopa. So Hoopa can actually get you that Scandering, and with Scandering you can search your deck for up to 3 EX Pokemon, show them to your opponent, put them into your hand. So I would assume that Hoopa is going to be played for something like 2 Alakazams and maybe 1 more Shaman, or even for 3 Alakazam EX. I just think my opponent play a Alakazam deck because of that deck box. It's Might, but it's not, so it's Darkrai Giratina, okay. Even better in my opinion, for my Crushing Hammers and Enhanced Hammers. 1 Darkness Energy attached on the Darkrai, a second one, a Shaman for 4. The good thing is that actually Granbull have resistance -20 on a Darkness Pokemons, so I can definitely take that in my advantage. Alright, so there is Ultra Ball. So for Darkness Energy and Garbodor, definitely big problem, Garbodor. Yeah, that's definitely a big problem, especially for Slowkings. There is Professor Sycamore for 7 new cards. The good thing is that he already discarded 3 of his Darkness Energies, and it's my turn finally. So, first thing first, a Level Ball for 1 of my Snubbles. Secondly, I'm going to attach 1 of my Darkness Double Chorus Energies. Not the Darkness, there's Crushing Hammer, it's unfortunately Tails. So what I can do right here is I can play my Ultra Ball. I can grab maybe something like Slowpoke, put it down to my bench. Hopefully my opponent will not be able to get his Garbodor with Garbotoxin and with any kind of tool on the next turn, so I can actually try to use some of my Slowkings. There's just Fairy Garden, and I just stuck in the exit spot with my Auxiliary, so definitely not a good opening hand. But I have that Fairy Garden and Fairy Energy, so I can retreat my Auxiliary on the next turn. There's Floatstone for that Trubbish. If there's Garbodor, it's pretty much half of the GG, because I cannot use my Abyssal hand, I cannot use my Royale Flash, so I'm in a big trouble right now. So there is Shaman Energy attachment. He might just go with retreat right now. It's very interesting that he didn't find none of his Double Dragon Energies, and I'm kind of impressed seeing that Darkrai is just going to hit me for 60. There is Trainer's Mail. The good thing is that he already discarded like tons of energies, 4 Darkness Energies, and I think that he played maximum maybe 8. If I can get rid of those Darkness Energies, that Darkrai will just be paralyzed. But then again, there's Super Road. That Super Road is just a big deal right now, because he can just put 3 Darkness Energies back into his deck. That means that he have like 5 more left. I'm going to play a Fairy Garden right there. I'm going to evolve my Granbull and my Slowking. Since I'm playing Primal Clash on deck, I just cannot scrap that Garbodor tool. This is going to be energy attachment, and I'm going to take a risk by playing that N. Hopefully there is going to be a float stone so I can retreat. No sign of the float stone, but there's a trainer's mail, so I might be able to find one. Alright, it's not lost yet, so there is Professor Sycamore. It's definitely usable. I'm going to search my deck for another Snubbull, and what I can do is pretty much leave my opponent chance to knock out my auxiliary. Pretty much one Lysander can do a great job right there, because I can just Lysander his Garbodor on the bench, knock him out with a single shot from my Granbull, and again I have abilities ready, so I can just put those double dragon energies from Giratina, for example, to the Shaman, or I can just yeah, oh, there's a Deliquent. Slowking. Okay, very good that I didn't decide to go with my Ultra Ball. So I actually preserved my Sycamore, so I can get 7 new cards on the next turn. There is Darkness Energy attachment at Giratina. Dark Pulse is going to happen for 80. I'm going to promote my Granbull in the active spot. Come on, give me something like maybe V-Seeker. Nope, just Professor Sycamore. Alright, I guess even that is good. So there's another Slowpoke, there's another Granbull. The good thing is that I still can attach my double chorus energies, and I will definitely use that. So there's another Trainer's Mail for a Floatstone. I guess Floatstone is a decent card, but I will not attach it yet. So there is Crushing Hammer. Will there be a Heads? Nope. Let's go with the Slowking. I actually decide to attach it, so yeah, I will go with the Tantrum. I'm going to confuse myself and hit Darkrai for 120. Not bad. I have that V-Seeker in my hand, so I can actually just use my V-Seeker for Lysander next turn. I put that Garbodor into the active spot. Oh, there is just Dark Pulse for like 120, which is enough. That Max Elixir was just too much. So what I need right now is just Fairy Energy as a top deck. That will help a lot. Oh, look at this. Enhanced Hammer. Say hello. V-Seeker for, I guess, N, because I can N my opponent down to 4, and I can preserve my Dark Double Colorless Energy. There is Crushing Hammer, which is big deal right now, but I don't have energy, so I cannot attack. Let's see what I can get with another Trainer's Mail. Just a Fairy Garden. But I'm even afraid to play Fairy Garden right now, so I will just try it with my Crushing Hammer. Fortunately, Tails again. So I will promote my Slowpoke in the active spot, and I'm going to pass. Yeah, that Garbodor actually do his job. It definitely makes a lot of problem to me. So I could attach the double chorus energy to my Snabble on the bench. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm just scared to do any kind of moves right now because I just need to get something like knockout on his Garbodor on the bench. There's Fighting Fury Belt, but Fighting Fury Belt cannot save that Darkrai. There's one more Darkness Energy attached to the Shaman. Alright, so Giratina is still not able to attack. He will retreat, definitely. He wants my Snubbull. He wants my Slowking. I will give him my Slowking, actually, instead of my Snubbull, because I don't need Slowking right now. I just need to have my Granbull. I even lost my Floatstone, but never mind. So let's see. Artillery as a top deck. It cannot be played, so I'm going to play my Fairy Garden or not. I'm not sure. He can Deliquent me again, so it's time to play Professor Sycamore for 7 cards instead of just holding these cards in my hand. I just need Fairy Energy to knock out my opponent Darkrai. There it is. There is also Crushing Hammer, so that Crushing Hammer, if it heads, I needed that heads on that Crushing Hammer. I needed it. So there's Tantrum for 120. So right now he can actually just respond with his Giratina. I'm going to take 2 prizes. If that was the heads, definitely Giratina would not be able to attack. There's a Trainer's Mail. Again, on the other side, if he don't have supporter card or double Dragon Energy, I might be able to buy some time right there by just playing, oh, there's a V-Seeker for Sycamore. So definitely Giratina will be able to attack. He will be able to put that special energy lock on my Granbull, and then again I'm just in big trouble. I need something like, I don't know, a V-Seeker for Lysander to get rid of that Garbodor, but then again I don't have V-Seeker, so looks like he misses that double Dragon Energy attachment. There is Baby Eviltal and Darkness Energy, so this looks good. So far so good, I guess. I need somehow to get more of my Granbulls in play. But then again, it's just tricky because I'm also down to 6 cards. That is also one big problem right here. I also don't have another V-Seeker. I don't have Crushing Hammers. I don't have Enhanced Hammer. I have like 1 N left and pretty much nothing good. So there's just 10 damage counters from that Eviltal. I cannot one-hit knock out that Eviltal, so that's also a big deal. Double Color's Energy and Granbull as a top deck. I will play Hex Maniac just to waste 1 card from my hand. I will go with my Tantrum. I mean, Hex Maniac does not mean too much, but I just want to get rid of the Hex Maniac just in case of something like a N. So I can have a better chance to drop something. And that Giratina right now can actually knock me out. But no, he just decided to hit me for 10 more and attach 1 more energy onto his Shaman so he can have Sky Return option. There is a Fairy Energy and I'm going to knock him out. I would like to get that Fairy Garden right now in play because I would be able to retreat, knock him out, and he will not be able to knock out with a single shot my Granbull on the bench. Then again, this definitely does not look good. I will just try to count how many cards and energies he has. 1 energy, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can take a gamble. I don't have nothing to lose. Startling Plane, Bark. I can shuffle 3 of his cards. Oh, so he just lost Darkness Energy into from his hand into his deck. So that might be a bad thing or good thing. I still cannot retreat my Granbull. Oh, so he actually had 1 more energy card. And even right now he can retreat, knock me out, and pretty much finish that game. So there's even Pearl City. He's without resources right now in his hand. If he could decide to go with Oblivion Wing, then that might be a good thing. So there's another Oblivion Wing, which is not that bad, for another Shamaniacs. And my top deck is just... yeah, I cannot attach my Flowstone to my Granbull. I'm going to hit for Tantrum for 120. I'm going to draw prize. Maybe some kind of Super Road can help to shuffle 1 Granbull and Snubbull back into my deck, but I don't have Super Road. And he can just promote his Giratina, but he decided to go with the Garbodor. Of course, it's just normally because it have that Floatstone attached on it. And of course, Giratina will hit for a Chaos Wheel for 110. Then again, I can respond with my Granbull for 120. And the question is what he can do in this situation. I can definitely play Delinquent, so I can get rid of his hand. And the two cards in his hand was 2 Max Elixirs. Okay, so I guess right now it's maybe time to play my Ultra Ball and reveal the last cards that I have in my deck. That might cost me a victory right there, but I definitely need another Snubbull and another Granbull. I'm taking a risk. Heavy Boots and N. So I have N, so I can play it, but I don't have either way Snubbull or Super Road. So let's see, will there be Super Road? No, it's just, oh yeah, there's a Super Road, so there's still chance that I might be able to win this. It really depends. So that Giratina was weak, and I was able to knock it out. So there's a Sky Return for 30. Right now you can actually play Shaman for setup. Hoopa is the active one. Heavy Boots. A Super Road. For 1 Granbull. 1 Snubbull, but then again, I miss just 1 energy to attach, and that's also a bad thing. This is still epic battle. I'm just going to I'm not even sure what to do. He's out of his Max Elixirs, he has Shaman and 2 Darkness Energies in his hand. He cannot do too much. I definitely need to use my Tantrum right there, hit for 120. I'm down to 1 price, so if he just decides to retreat, Sky Return, promote, I don't know, something else in the active spot, I'm still in the good position. That Heavy Boots definitely saves the day, but can I actually win? I don't know. I have pretty good chance to win this. But looks like that my opponent actually didn't have another Darkrai, and yeah, pretty much without another Darkrai, that game is lost for him. But I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. It was definitely very interesting to play with this a budget build deck, so it works pretty decent. As you can see, you have plenty of options. You have Artillery for a Beazle hand, you have Slowking for that Real Flash, and you can hit for 120, even for 240 against the Giratina because of the Fairy weakness. So you have plenty of options to disrupt your opponent hand with playing Crushing Hammers and Enhanced Hammers and those Real Flash. So deck is pretty good, it works pretty decent, and I really like it how it works. So I will definitely try to build this in real life to play with it, because that Granbull is just a badass, I don't know how to call it, some kind of a bull or some kind of a dog, I don't know, but it's just pretty badass. So once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button or dislike button if you didn't like this video. If you already didn't subscribe to the channel, please do that to support me. And yeah, that's pretty much all. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.